This is the Schnook. Oh, he's mad because I woke him up because he was sleeping. So now he's clawing the buttons of my dress and it really hurts because his foot is like in my shirt. Say hi, Schnucklepuff. Say hello. He got so big since you guys have last seen him. He's my big kitty. And he used to have a little mane when he was a kitten. He's growing it back now that it's cold weather. Ow! Run free, Schnooks. So I'm just going to cuddle up in this little spider web blankie that you guys saw in a Target haul for Halloween. Isn't that right, Mr. Boo-Boo? I guess he doesn't think so. But today's video is going to be another little travel video, and the reason why is because I want to show you what's in my little travel case. And technically my grab-and-go toiletry bag. And the reason for doing this is because I know that a lot of people travel over the holidays. Maybe you're lucky enough to have winter break and go on vacation, or maybe you're traveling for the holidays to see your family, or even if it's just a weekend getaway. I had a friend who just left to LA for a school project. So he had to drive down there. It's like last minute, gotta go. So whether it's that or whether you're sleeping over at a friend's house, it's always nice to have a little pile of things that you can just grab and go. You get that phone call, you get that text message or that email, you can just grab your stuff. I'll be there. And especially in my life, it's the situation where sometimes you get that call and they say, we want you here for a magazine, or we want you here for something like this. And it's like, oh my gosh, I want to do it. And if you say, I can't, or can we do it another day, they'll say, sorry, we don't need you. So it's now or never. So this is what's in my grab-and-go toiletry bag. And also a Europe video will be coming very soon, guys. I am waiting to get a couple photos back from a couple people and a couple things so that we can actually kind of put that all together. So that'll be coming soon. I want to make sure it's perfect for you. But this is just what I carry, my little toiletry essential. So the first is, and I cram a lot of stuff into this little bag. This is, whoopsies, teeny tiny bag with a big capabilities. This is a Tide to Go pen, and this is actually fantastic. You have no idea. I'm the kind of person where when I eat food, like at a restaurant, I have this way of just spilling it all over the table. Like, no matter how hard I try to take the fork and put the food on the fork and put the fork in my mouth, by the end of dinner, there will be some water stain, there's breadcrumbs everywhere, there's like sauce that spilled down the plate and onto there, and of course, it not only gets on the tablecloth, but it gets all over myself. So, Tide to Go pens, this isn't like the best stain remover in the world, but it's a temporary fix, and you just kind of wipe this onto wherever the little stain is and it'll get it out. Doesn't work super well on chocolate, and if you're eating like really spicy, like yellow Indian food, hi phone, eating like Indian food with curry, this does not do a very good job at getting it out because Indian curry is like impossible. But if you're eating like, you know, something that might stain a little bit, or you drizzle something on you, you let it dry, you wipe it off. This usually does a pretty good job at getting it off until you have time to wash it. Speaking of Indian food, my boyfriend's calling. Hang on. I don't know what's going on with these settings here. It's just not looking normal. I hope that's normal. Anyways, this is Neo to Go. I have to be honest, I love this, but I don't use it enough. You have a little scratch on your hand or something, you spray, and it's basically, this is Neosporin, which is a kind of antibacterial, I don't know what you would call this. There's a word for it that I've totally just blanked my mind. It's an antibacterial, like antibiotic ointment, only it's in spray form. So when you have a wound, it desanitizes it and kind of protects it so it can heal up better. That's just Neo to Go. I also have a little mini toothbrush. This is much more handy, much handier than carrying a big toothbrush because first off, it's small. You can just brush, even in your purse. This is great. Also, the bristles get so dirty if you just like throw it in your purse or bags. This is a little protector. Okay, speaking of another thing, these are these little wispies. They're like Colgate, but these are from CVS. But the reason that I bring them is because they have a flosser on the back. Usually, I don't really use this part because it's not very good. If you have like a lipstick stain on your teeth, these will work, but I don't find these very good toothbrushes at all, and they're supposed to like freshen your breath, or the Colgate ones are. The CVS one doesn't for me. I didn't really care for the Colgate ones either, but I use it because it's got a little floss picker on the back, so I don't have to carry around a bunch of floss with me. But make sure you bring a couple of those so that if the floss breaks, you have another one. These are little emery boards for when you get a little chapped nail or something. And you guys know I'm not the most nail-conscious person. My nails are usually pretty natural because for shoots or for certain times I need to have them that way, but also it's just easier for me to maintain. But whether or not you do your nails, I would recommend getting an emery board because just having them smooth, first off, makes them look more polished than being all jagged, and it actually keeps your hands healthier and prevents you from scratching yourself. This is a whitening lightning pen. I got this a while ago. I use it sometimes. I'm actually using one that I got online from VitaGoods, I think it is right now. But this is the one I took to Europe because I didn't care if this one got like ruined. But this is just like a little lightning pen that you just brush onto your teeth a little bit. I actually don't care for this as much as I thought I would. When I first got it, I was like, yay, but it kind of made my teeth sensitive. Probably because it's stripping away the enamel, the protection on your teeth to make your teeth whiter. So would I recommend it? Maybe not, but it is like on-the-go whitening, so if you're doing something and you don't have time to brush your teeth, or if you're just, you have a special event in a couple of hours, you put this on your teeth, you let it dry on there, you don't eat for 30 minutes, and it does actually whiten. Just be careful if you have sensitive teeth. This is another toothbrush. This one is actually battery powered, but there's no battery in it because I took it off when I was in Europe because it was dead. But this is just another toothbrush, but it doesn't look like a toothbrush, so it's super spiffy. That's just for your toothbrush needs. Of course, you have to have toothpaste with your toothbrush, otherwise it won't be very effective. This is cuticle cream from Burt's Bees. I showed you guys this in a natural nail care video. This is just great for your natural nails. It makes my nails feel very nice, and it smells like lemons, and it's like natural too. There's a bird outside. Hi, birdie. It's a hawk. It's a big birdie. But this is just great stuff. And also when you're traveling, especially if you're traveling in a car, it might not be as essential, but if you're on an airplane, my skin gets so dry, and if my nails get dry, I get like hangnails and split skin. So this is very essential to keeping them not split. Okay, so this is deodorant, and I have a little story about this. This is men's deodorant. This is Old Spice. For me, I'm Italian, okay? And my dad is like Argentinian. I'm a whole bunch of things, but main thing is that I'm hairy. And I get waxed. I don't shave, so I have to let my hair grow out a little bit more than most people before I can get rid of it, if that makes sense. So naturally, I'm a very stinky person, which I'm not very proud of, but that's why I have a lot of perfume and men's deodorant. I've tried a bunch of different women's deodorants, and in the past they've all failed me. So either I put some lavender oil up in my armpits, which actually works very well and makes you smell nice, or I use men's. I feel like men's deodorant is better. Also, this one doesn't leave like residue on my clothing. Even some of the women's leaves residue on my clothing, and this just smells like, manly men in a bottle. It just like, I put it on and it just makes me feel so amazing. It just reminds me of very attractive men, like my boyfriend. Not to be biased or anything. I love this stuff though. And then also, what's also nice is that even if I'm sweating when I'm wearing this, I don't start stinking like a man. Like if I'm standing next to you and you're here and I'm here, you're not gonna smell me and be like, oh, you smell like a man. Now, if you shoved your face up in my armpit, then yes, you would. But otherwise, it doesn't smell that way. And if, God forbid, someone did shove their face up in my armpit, it would just smell like I was hugging a guy friend or an attractive man. So I love this stuff. It does the job. And it's a mini. And I don't know if it has aluminum in it. I try to get some that don't have aluminum, just because it might be better for you. But this is Pure Sport High Endurance. So this is for like the sweatiest of sweat monsters, aka me. Next, this is Scotch stuff, not Scotch tape, roller peels, and I never actually use this, but I have cats, so hair gets everywhere, and you gotta get that hair off. So what happens is that you peel back this little thing, and it's like a tape. Hi, Schnicklepuff. Speaking of pets. But this is like a piece of tape, and you basically take it off, and you roll it along your clothing, so that way, whenever you have lint, even if you don't have pets, if you have lint, you just get it off like that, and it actually works very well. And this one has 1-inch ceiling band, 30 sheets. So this is a good price, and it was only like $1 or $2 at Target. These are Q-tips. Q-tips are good for cleaning keyboards. Q-tips are good for your ears. Q-tips are good for getting lipstick off your teeth. Q-tips are good for shaping your lips if you have like foundation on them. Q-tips are good for removing eye makeup. Q-tips are good for poking other people in your family in a sanitary manner. Come on, boo-boo. Q-tips are good for a lot of things. So I like to get them in these little tins because you can refill them. And I didn't actually use any of these too, but I usually do. But they're basically a resealable little pack that you can refill, and they keep your Q-tips protected, because if you put them loosely in your purse, they like, Q-tip up all the stuff in the bottom of your purse and junk and stuff, and that's kind of gross. You don't want that. Next, this is kind of embarrassing, but we have to have our female necessities, especially if you're like me and your time of the month doesn't last 3 days, it lasts 10 to 12 because you are like some medical mystery and you were born with like 2 of one things and only 1 of the other. It gets really complicated. I'm not going to get into it, but make sure that you're prepared for no matter what life throws at you. And speaking of being prepared for what life throws at you, I usually have Band-Aids in here. Currently, I do not. But the only last thing... Hi, phone. Okay, oh, why did I just threw my phone in my little toiletry bag. You don't need to do that. The very last thing that I have, I should have Band-Aids, but I don't. But the very last thing I have are soap samples. And you get these from Lush. You can get these from other stores or something if they give you soap. But this is just amazing. And what's nice is that they give you basically whatever you buy, you'll get the big box. But then they give you these little itty bitty ones because, you know, they want you to try and buy more things. But instead of just using these in the shower, I find that they're perfect like little travel sizes. So you can just pop these in your purse and then once you get to your destination, take them out and scrub your armpits. So that's what's in my little travel carry-on bag, travel toiletry bag, I mean. I would love to hear what's in your toiletry bag. Please tell me. That's just what I use and that's just what I do. And thank you for listening to this video because you just reminded me that I need to put Band-Aids in here. But I love you, my Snugglepuff loves you, my spiderweb blanket for Halloween loves you, and we will be doing Halloween stuff soon. That's what my boyfriend just called me about, which I'm really happy about because he's so sweet. But I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed this and I can't wait to talk to you all soon. Love you guys. Bye.